Crash the party. The name is Rick Drogo. I don't need promo. 1v4, I knock your whole squad solo. I lick a couple extra shots in the air for everybody hating on me. Don't be a hater your whole career. Like the video. For real, man. Like, when have I ever seen somebody doing their thing that I know, and I don't even care what it is, I'm hitting the like button? Am I that much different from every single person in the world other than like 10 people I know? I mean, you can't support nothing. Nobody does ever. You just a hater that bad? You gonna be a hater your whole career? Hit the like button. What are you doing? Man, I got people talking about, oh, man, you got the show. What kind of show? What are you doing on the show, man? What are you doing? Huh? What's the format? Why don't you watch the video and hit the like button? Oh, my goodness. You're so busy? You can't. I'm blowing up. I mean, I'm not blowing up, but I'm gonna. You ain't got no faith in me? Well, that's fine because I don't need anybody else. I need God, and I got to believe it myself. So I did the big mistake of sharing this project that I'm doing with my friends on social media and they say that's the number one thing you're not supposed to do. For some reason, you're not supposed to share your exciting endeavors with people that you know and love. I don't know why. Oh, I do know why. It's because they don't give a damn. Actually, they do. People do care. They just don't want to show you an ounce of love. It's okay, though. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. Do I sound bitter? No, for real. It is very interesting. I'm really not bitter about it. I didn't expect it. I was actually warned ahead of time. Don't expect your friends and family to support you, to watch the videos, even to like the video. They're not even going to like it. They definitely ain't going to like the videos. Don't expect them to watch the videos because they ain't going to watch them. And, yeah, I already knew that. But it's very interesting to actually see it with my own eyes. There is a few select people in my life now and that have been in my life that do support and just show love to me no matter what it is. And I praise God for those people. I thank God. I thank you, those people. That's really awesome. I really love that. And you know what? That's cool. But the fact is that I'm still not even doing this for them. I'm doing it for me. And I want to reach people I don't know. Because those people are obviously people I've already kind of gotten to. They understand how I am. And I'd like to think I've gotten through to them a little bit, or maybe they already share the same perspective of me with me as being positive. And that's what it's all about, because having that perspective, having a good outlook on life, being able to see everything in my life that's happening as it's happening for me and not to me, it's way better. It's so much better.
Daddy, chill.
All right, I'll chill. So, it's been a while. I've been working. We worked like 9 days straight. Maybe it was 8 days straight. Day off, another day, a bunch of days. Day in. We've been going in and out. So I have been making some content. I've been posting it on my Instagram and my YouTube. We started a new series, Never Give Up, and that's just about just us living our lives, really. It's focusing on mostly so far some work and in the gym. But who knows where it's going to take us. It's pretty much just a vlog, just blogging wherever we're at and talking. So just trying to spread some love and turn the camera on and see if we can't make some content and have fun. We're having fun doing it. But back to Crash the Party, and I got it. There's a lot going on. And that boy, Donald Trump, the president, old Opus? POTUS. That boy POTUS. He had an interview. I think it was today, or at least it aired today. As this conflict with Iran has hit 100 days, they sat down and talked to him. I mean, he. They have been going back and forth. This whole thing with Iran, it's really ridiculous. And I'm not really closer to knowing what's going on or what I think is going on. It's been a lot of speculation going out, and I'm just trying not to get sucked into one side or the other. And that's what I see happening all the time. I watch a video and I'm like, oh, yeah, they're right. These guys are so right. And then I watch another one and I'm like, oh, wow, they're right. What the heck am I supposed to do? I don't know. But anyways, let's watch this video where Trump sat down with a reporter and talked to her, and it had a nasty ending. He just can't be scrutinized, apparently. I don't know. We're going to see. It's 40 minutes long, though. I'm tired. You see me yawning. Dang. I really don't have time to watch this. I do want to just, we're just going to watch the first little bit of it. And then, do I need to be over here more? Center? Oh, I can forget it. We're just going to watch it. We're going to see what happens. I might I might find a video with the highlights. But for right now, let's just check it out. I started watching it. He is just a real character. Let's just check it out.
President Trump, welcome back to Meet the Press.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. We are going to talk about your visit while you're here in Wisconsin, but I'd like to start off by talking about the major issue that you are focused on every day, which is Iran. Mm-hmm. Sunday will mark 100 days. Issue that you are focused on every day, which is Iran.
What is going on with this man's face? I guess he's always been orange, right? They've always kind of had that, but man, what is it? It's very interesting. Right? Am I tripping? I guess I just don't ever see his face that close. And it's got to be something rubbed on there. Maybe he's real pale or something. Maybe he's got some, I don't know. It almost looks like right here. Yeah.
Sunday will mark 100 days since the first strikes. Your Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, said that the war had concluded. And yet just this week, Iran attacked U.S. allies in the region, calling it retaliation for a set of U.S. airstrikes. Is the United States at war with Iran?
Well, they've been largely decapitated, and I call it a military exercise because people would rather have it called that. It's not a big war for us. It's not. We have the most powerful military in the world. I built it, frankly. I built it in my first 4 years, and I'm using it a little bit in my second 4 years. Their Navy is gone. Their Air Force is gone. Their anti-aircraft is gone. They might have built it up a little bit over the last 4 weeks during this little ceasefire that we did at the request of some very good people, very, very fine people from, actually from numerous places. As you know, there are a lot of people involved, but from Pakistan in particular, the Field Marshal and the Prime Minister. And we're very close to having a deal, and if we don't have a deal, we'll do it one way or the other. Either way, we win.
I do want to talk about the terms of any potential
Sure.
deal in just a moment, but let me just follow up with you. You did post on social media just this week.
So he's already not calling it a war. He's calling it a, what do you say, an exercise?
My final negotiations to end the war with the Islamic Republic
But he just said war in that tweet.
of Iran. There is a naval blockade in place,
Yeah.
which technically is an act of war under international law. So is this a war as long as there's a naval blockade in place?
Well, we have a blockade. It's been extremely effective. And the reason we have it is they try to blockade, and now we blockaded them. And as you know, they're losing $400 to $500 million a day. It's not sustainable for them. They have an economy that's shot in addition to everything else. Their leaders are gone. Their generals are gone. Their first tier and second tier are gone. Much of their third tier
We
is
really
gone.
know all this
But
already,
they put up
Trump.
a blockade, and so we blockaded them, and we have the ultimate blockade. I don't consider that a war, but if you want to define it as such, I guess you can.
Well, how do you define it?
I don't define it at all. I don't think about it. I just do what I have to do.
But if you're not specifically calling it a war, would you consider sending some of the troops who are stationed there, who were sent because of Operation Epic
mean
Fury
boots on the
there,
ground?
home?
Are you
No, would
talking-
you consider sending them home if it's not technically a war?
We don't need as many troops. I think it's just like it's on the to err on the side of caution. We have a lot of people there. They're very safe. You know, if you think we beat Venezuela, we lost nobody. We took over the whole country. We lost nobody. We have a great relationship, by the way, with Venezuela. Venezuela is doing very well, but we lost nobody. We've lost 13 people here, and that's a lot. 13 people too many. But if you look at Vietnam, where hundreds of thousands of people were killed, if you look at any one of the last 7 or 8 wars where many, many people were killed, we lost 13. And again, 13 is too many. I don't want to lose any. But 13 is less than anybody's ever even envisioned. I think we're doing a great job.
But so are you saying you would consider sending some of the troops home, sir? Some of the 50,000 troops who were sent there as a part of
I
Operation
would
Epic
say
Fury?
this. It costs us very little to keep them there. I don't consider them in danger. We have the best defense anyone's ever seen. We have the best offense anyone's ever seen. So I don't consider it danger. I would say it would be foolhardy to do that because maybe we may use them. It's unlikely, but I think we'll keep them there until such time as we have a completion. And when we have a completion, you will see things like you've never seen. The oil will go down. The stock market already, as you know, it's hit an all-time high. Even in the midst of it, it hit all-time highs. We had 73 all-time highs in a short period of time that I've been in office, which is a record, by the way. And, you know, we're doing very well. But the main thing is we cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. Can't do it.
What is
And
your...
we won't do it.
Yeah, you just referenced the 13 Americans who
Yeah.
were killed. And
All right. We can't watch this. I mean, look, for people who have been wondering, if you've been wondering where I'm going to end up on all this, well, I don't know. But I can tell you one thing is I'm not buying into Trump's BS. I'm sorry, but I just think he's full of it. From what I've seen as a person walking in and looking at paying attention to the news every single day, both sides, very unbiased, every single day thoroughly, Trump is full of something. And he is the leader. So we're being lied to. And he wants to, he says all the media is lying. Okay, I heard him today. He might say it on this, actually. When we're going to watch the highlights instead of this. And he lists them all. Now, before, when they were running a smear campaign on him, all of them. No, on Trump, on Biden. He was all with it. Some people were talking good about Biden. Some people were smearing him. Well, now pretty much everybody's dogging out Trump, except Fox News. And he's just dragging them all through the mud. It's
them. It's
really just this very bizarre thing to witness. You know, it really makes me think of Idiocracy. that movie Idiocracy. Watching what's going on, you just can't tell me it's real. This is all truth. All this stuff with Israel. Why don't we just end it? Why don't you just what's the real holdup? I mean, here we are. I'm asking the same questions 2 weeks later.
Blocked by the courts, met with opposition from Republicans
and Democrats
in Congress and Democrats.
Excuse me, mostly Democrats.
Mostly
some
Democrats and some Republicans.
Some. Very few Republicans.
Just to
That's
be
not true.
very clear, are you backing off the fund completely, as your acting Attorney General Todd Blanche has said, or are you
So she's talking about the big bank fund he wanted for people who were wronged on January 7th.
looking for another avenue to revive
So
the
let me
fund?
explain what the fund is. People have been hurt so badly.
We
by
know.
radical left lunatics that worked for the Biden administration and Sleepy Joe. They're vicious, they're violent, what they did to people. And of course, they went after me more than anybody else. They raided Mar-a-Lago and all the other things. But people have been badly hurt. They've committed suicide. They've lost their jobs. They've lost their families. They've lost their wives. They've lost everything. They've lost everything over a fake weaponization of government. Now,
So
let
are
me
you
just tell
looking
you.
for a way to revive it?
Well, look, if it was up to me, I'd pay them the kind of money that they deserve. People have been destroyed. Lives have been destroyed. Many suicides. Think of it. People have committed suicide because a bunch of thugs went after them.
You don't-
So, me personally, I think the weaponization fund is a great idea. And so do many other Republicans. You have to get it approved. If they get it approved, that's great. If they don't get it approved, I'd be disappointed.
All right, we're going to motor through this.
But you have to understand, people have been destroyed by crooked politicians, and they should be reimbursed for that.
Do you think anyone who attacked police officers on January 6th should get taxpayer money?
I wouldn't be inclined to say so, but I have to see it. I can tell you this, 97% of those people, you look at them, the FBI or whoever it was, because you had a lot of crooked cops, you had dirty cops. Comey was a dirty cop.
Well,
A
there's
guy
no
like
evidence
Bolton was a
that-
dirty
but
cop.
there's no evidence.
Wait a minute,
that
wait a
people
minute.
who-
Oh,
we
you
had
think Comey was a
170
straight
people
cop?
who pleaded guilty to assaulting police
Comey
officers.
was a dirty cop.
No, but
they
the
had
people who
FBI.
assaulted police
Listen to me.
officers.
They had FBI agents ushering them into the building. They had FBI go into the building. Those people walking around, they're looking, oh, isn't this nice? They weren't in. They were
There's
being
no
ushered
evidence
into
of
the
that,
building.
sir. There's no evidence
You
of
had a
that.
bunch of dirty cops, and frankly, what they did was weaponization of our government.
But sir, there's no evidence of that. More than 1,000
no,
people
well, yeah,
pleaded
no, there's
guilty
none.
to
You know what you
crimes.
do? Try
Would
looking
you-
at the tapes one time.
Would you take it off
Look
the
at the
table?
tapes
okay,
one time.
But 172 people did plead guilty to assaulting police officers.
You know why they pled
Should
guilty?
they be exempt
Because they told they
from
were going to
receiving
jail
funds?
for 15 years if they didn't.
Should
They
they?
pled guilty because they were frightened. They went down. They were ushered into a building. Many of them were arrested without even going
You'd be
into the
okay
building.
with them receiving taxpayer dollars?
The people were destroyed by dirty cops and by weaponization. Many of those people should be compensated. Now, with that being said, as I understand it, the weaponization fund was going to set up a group of people, people that could be picked by anybody, fair people, smart people, and they will go on an individual case basis.
Okay.
Now, I don't know what's going to happen with the weaponization fund. I love the idea because people like you, the fake, dirty press,
Wow.
the crooked press, people like stupid Biden, he's not smart enough to know what's going on, but people that surrounded him, surrounded his beautiful, resolute desk in the Oval Office, what they did to the lives of people, they destroyed people. They sent people to jail who did nothing
All
wrong.
right, just to be very clear, there's no evidence of what you're saying. But let
There's
me
a
ask
lot
you
of
about
evidence.
Todd Blanche. Let me ask you about
Listen
Todd
to me.
Blanche.
Listen to me.
Let's talk
There's
about Todd
tremendous evidence. There's nothing
it's
but
not been
evidence. The
presented in
election
a
was
court of
rigged.
law.
It was a dirty election.
Mr.
And it's
President,
happening again right now
You've
in
never
California.
presented evidence
It's happening
that the
right
2020
now in
election was
California.
rigged.
Right now it's look at what's
Where's
happening
the
in
evidence
California.
to that?
It's
The
4
Republicans
days.
are doing well in
California. It's no, they're not. They're dropping fast because it's a rigged election. Let me tell you, it's 4 days, and they aren't even close to coming up with.
That's how they count
You know
the
why
votes
they're doing
in
that? Because
California.
they're cheating on the election.
Do you have evidence to support
all
that?
I have to do is look. All I have to
But
do is
that's
look.
not
And I
evidence.
listen. And I listen to people. And let's see what happens.
But sir, that's not evidence.
Do you think
and
it's appropriate?
That's how they
that
count the votes in
Do you
California.
think it's appropriate that they have an election and 5?
She reminds me of I can very much I feel that face she has when you're talking to somebody who's nuts and they're not making sense and they're just they're saying these things and you're like, yeah, but that's just the way that's how it works in California. What are you talking about? This is a bad look for him. I will say for his age, he's popping off. He's putting the stuff together. I mean, he's sharp. You know, people try to say he's not with it. I mean, he sounds he doesn't sound. I say he sound good. He's not sounding in my opinion. He's making himself look bad, but he's with it. I mean, this is the kind of person that they try to win an argument by bulldozing you. And that's just a red flag. This whole scenario right here is a red flag.
Days later, they're nowhere close to picking a
State
winner.
and local officials acknowledge they are slow. They're urging.
No, they're crooked.
They're urging the votes to be counted quickly. That's how they vote
They're
in
crooked,
California.
just like you're crooked. Your press is crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked.
To be fair, I'm not crooked, but let's
Really?
Let's
Well, you
continue.
play right into their hands. Then.
Let's continue.
You're either crooked or you're stupid. You play
continue.
right into their hands with this rap. You know that these elections are rigged. Your network.
Yeah, let's talk about the Massey election. How did that go down? I mean, it's pretty blatant what happened. I mean, I don't know if I don't know. That's like a form of rigging it, right? Maybe you didn't mess with the votes, but you sure made it a landslide.
Knows that they're rigged. You know that I won an election in a landslide,
And it seemed like everything was peaceful in the beginning when we watched this. They invited her here. And so now that she's just kind of giving you a little pushback, she's crooked or dumb. I do not like that, talking to anybody like that. Especially not somebody you're working with, a woman you're working with, who you invited there.
I got 94% bad press.
But Mr. President,
You know why I
you've
got
never
that?
presented
Because you have no
evidence.
credibility.
But you've never presented evidence that it was rigged. Let's keep talking about. I want to talk about Todd
You
Blanche.
have more evidence. There's more evidence than ever presented.
Let's talk
Your
about.
elections
You
in
went
this
to
country,
court.
we're like a third world country.
But, sir,
Your elections
It doesn't need
are
to be
crooked,
presented.
And you're crooked. And Meet the
Mr.
Press is crooked.
Mr.
And so
President-
is ABC and CBS and CNN.
But, Mr.
You're
President-
one-sided crooked networks. All right, let's call it quits because I've had enough. Thank you, darling. Have a good time.
Mr. President, let's please. I traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
I've sat
I
in the
traveled
rain with
all.
you.
I know.
I've
I
sat in the
traveled
rain
all the
with
way
you
to
for an hour,
Wisconsin.
on and off in the rain, and I've given you enough time. You ought to straighten out your press because you know what?
Mr.
A
President,
country can never be
We
great
traveled
with a
all,
dishonest
listen,
press.
we
Come on, let's
traveled
go.
all the way to Wisconsin for this interview. I spoke with President Trump on Saturday, and we both acknowledged the complications during the interview posed by the rain. He agreed to sit down with me for another Meet the Press interview.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC.
Well, here we are, folks. Trump is our president. That's just the way it is. And I don't know if I'm wrong about Trump. If I got some people here who have been watching, and I'm sitting here telling you now, he's hard for me to digest. That's a hard pill to swallow, what he's feeding everybody. And yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look good for him, for us. All this just doesn't look good. I don't like all this politics. All this stuff is it's just like a maze. It's a real maze. So, all right. Well, thanks for crashing the party with me. And I'm going to be looking into some new stuff. I was thinking of watching this guy, Nick Fuentes, although I can't find him anywhere. I don't know how you're supposed to watch his videos. I've seen some viral clips of him that have got to be taken out of context. I don't know. You know, I see stuff all the time of people, even Trump, where they take him out of context. And, you know, he says something that they just play a short clip, though. They don't play the whole context of what he was saying. And this guy, Nick Fuentes, saying some real outlandish stuff. And I thought it would be interesting to watch him because he does have some good takes, but some of the stuff I saw was like when I first heard some stuff, I was like, oh, this guy's with it. But then he said the most outlandish thing about some people. I was like, whoa, what was that? Was that a joke or something? He was telling a joke? Anyway, good night.